Shalom, Israel. This is Sister Chaanah, and this is the beginner Hebrew class number 2. Now, last week, this class will be every Sunday around this time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And basically, I'm doing this class so that we can start to learn the Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew that our forefathers spoke, that the Most High speaks, and Christ speaks, and the angel speaks. And, I think it's just very important that we learn this Hebrew. It's very important. And I pray you all enjoy it and start to learn so we can have some type of conversation. We learn to speak conversational Hebrew, learn how to pray in Hebrew, learn how to read the scriptures and all that. So hopefully, this will start you off. It's only the basic because I only know the basic. Okay, so, and I don't profess to know everything, but I just feel that it's very important that we start the process of learning. Okay, so I'm going to start. Oh, give me 1 second. Hold on. Ouch, 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 ouch. What is that? Okay. Okay, I might have to start all over because I'm not getting, there's like a beep going. Okay, but I think you can hear me. So I wanted to start with, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at the Hebrew alphabet. Now it's very important that you know the Hebrew alphabet because you can't figure out the correct pronunciation of the words if you don't know the alphabet. So you always, very important to learn the alphabet. Now let's see. I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see this. Hold on. I don't know why. Okay, hold on. I'm doing screen share. And it's not doing what I need to do. Hold on. Can you hear me? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yes. Okay, so let's start with the Hebrew alphabet. Okay, so this, you should be able to see this on your screen now. Okay, so the Hebrew alphabet, normally everything goes from right to left. As you can see, the first letter here is Ah. Okay, now we'll just go over the letters. So it's Ah, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Tza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. Okay? Now I created a little song that I would normally play in the introductions, but I was just kind of rushing. But I want to know, can you type in and tell me that if you can hear me? Can you type in and just in chat and say if you can hear me or not? Because
What did you type?
all right, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Can you type in the I hear you. I think you're trying to speak. Oh, let me see. Hold on. I got the thing off.
Where'd you type? I can't
Can
see where you're typing
can
to,
you hear
sis.
me? I see you
Yeah, I can
talking,
hear
but I
you.
don't hear anything.
Yeah, I
Uh,
can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Oh,
Let me see if I can fix this. Cameraman, hold on, cause I don't hear you. Uh, your mic is muted. Can you unmute your mic? Do you know how to there's a way for you to unmute your mic.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, sis. It's me. It's Iraka. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I see you talking. I see your thing moving, but I can't hear you. Can you hear me? You have to
Yes.
type in the chat if you can hear me.
Where? Where? Where do I type?
I see you talking. I can't hear anything. Yeah, there's nothing. I don't hear you. Hold on, let me check the chat. Uh, no. Yeah, it says your mic should be working, but I can't hear you for some reason. Can you hear me? Can you type in the chat? Do you know? Do you see where the chat is? Right here. Do you see the chat on the right hand side that you can type in whether you can hear me or not? I can't hear anything. Well, I pray that you can hear me because I can't hear you. And all right, so I created this song for the alphabet. So and I'm gonna sing it to you because I just can't play the video right now, but I'm gonna have it on. So it goes 1, 2, ready, and ah ba ga da ha wa sa ka ta ya ka la manasa I pa Tazaquara Shatha Shatha. Now, if you learn to sing this, it'll help you memorize the alphabet, faster. So let's do it one more time just so you can hear it, and just try it again. And then every time we do the class, we'll try to do the song. 1, 2, ready, and ah ba ga da ha wa za kataya kala manasa I pa tazaquara shatha shatha. Okay, so that's our Hebrew alphabet song, and it's designed to help you remember the Hebrew alphabet. And it's kind of hard learning a new language unless that's a gift. If you have the gift of tongues, where you can, pick up languages very quickly. For most people, it may be generally hard. So you gotta kind of start from the basics, like when you went to school. Everything was, nursery rhymes and little sing-alongs, just so it can get your memory going. So even as adults, music is always a good way to remember things. Okay, so let's try it one more time. Three times is always good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and ah ba ga da ha wa za Chataya Kala Manasa I Pa Tazaquara Shatha Shatha. I hope you guys were singing along with me because that's the only way that you're going to start to pick up this language really relatively fast. Now, the reason why this is supposed to be an interactive thing, so I wanted to be able to hear you guys and kind of talk back and forth. This is why I use Google Plus, but for some reason the sound is not going well at all. But we'll just keep going. So in my last lesson, the sound seemed to have cut out halfway through. So I had at the end we went over the Lord's Prayer. And so I wanted to kind of do that early in the beginning in case I had sound problems, because I'm sure everybody who's wanting to learn Hebrew, this ancient Hebrew, wants to learn how to pray to the Most High in, the ancient tongue, in the holy tongue. So I'm going to change my screen, and I'm going to put up the Lord's Prayer so that you can see it and we can read along together. So hold on. Okay. Let's see if you can see this. Okay, so now this is the Ha Adawan Palau, means the Lord's Prayer. And now I wrote this left to right just so that you can, won't be too difficult to catch on, because I know it's really trying to learn a new language and then try to write it, the opposite way of from what we know. So as you can see, this starts from left to right, but normally the Hebrew will go from right to left. So okay, so here we go. It goes A Banawa, Sha Basha Mayam, Kwadash Haya Shamka Ahaya, Malak Wathka Thaba'a Rataza Wanka, Haya Aisha Ba'arataza, Kawa Haya Ba Shemayim, Nathan Lanawa Lakal Ka Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kawabwaf Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawabwaf Yanawa, Wa La'a Thaba Ya Anawa, Ban Nasa Yawam, Abal Hawa Shinawa, Mayan Rai Kaya Laka, Ha Malakwath, Wa Ha'ala, Wa Hatha Parath, La I Walamyam Aman. That is the whole Lord's Prayer in the ancient Hebrew. Now what I did when I wanted to learn it, I prayed about it. I asked the Most High to give it to me because I wanted to pray to Him in the ancient Hebrew. And every time I prayed, because I try to pray at least 3 times a day where I kneel on the floor, and I took a piece of paper with the Lord's Prayer and I would just say it every time I prayed.
Shalom.
Shalom.
I made
So
it.
that's a way for you to try and get the holy prayer down by heart. But every time we do the class, I will go over the Lord's Prayer every time. So because I want you to get it in you every time to try and learn it. So if can you see the screen?
Yes.
I see someone else joined the group. Is it possible that you guys can type and let me know that you guys can hear me
I
and
can hear you. Can you hear
see
me?
the this thing clearly? I just can't hear you. I don't know why I can't hear you,
Can you hear me
but
now?
I don't know. Maybe there's something I have to do that I'm not doing right. Okay, so let's do it one more time, and I want you guys to speak it out as well. Okay, here we go. It starts from left to right. If you can see this, it goes, here we go. A Banawa, Sha
Abanawa
Basha Mayam,
Shamayam
Kwadash
Kwada
Haya
Hai
Shamka
Shankar,
AHAYAH.
AHAYAH,
Malakwathka.
Malakwathka,
Thaba'a
Tabaka,
Ratazawanka.
Sawanka,
Haya
Haya,
Aisha
Aisha,
Ba'arataza
Ba'arataza,
Kawa
Kawa,
Haya
Haya,
Bashamaya.
Bashamaya,
I don't know if y'all can see the screen.
Bashamaya,
Let's go. Nethen Lanawa
Nitin Lanu,
Laka Kal Yawam
Lakau, Kau Yawam,
Wa Salaknawa
Wasalak
Ka
Nawa,
Wawafnawa
Kawa Wathnawa,
Ka Salaknawa
Kasalak Nawa,
Ka Wawaf
Kawa Wathna Yanawa,
Let's see. Hold on. Kawawapyanawa,
Kawa
Wala'a, Thabaya Anawa, Bena Sayawam,
Benasai
Abal
Abal
Hawashanawa,
Awashanawa,
Maya
Maya
Rai
Maya
Kaya
Waikaya
Laka,
Laka Hama
Ha Malakwath,
Hamalakwa
Wa Ha'ala,
Waha Allah
Wa Hatha Parath, La
Wahatapa
Awalamya
La
Ama.
La
Yeah, so I see when you
Ayalamya
guys try to speak, I know that it changes the screen, so I don't know if y'all can see what I'm pointing to. But yes, so basically that's the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, and we will practice that every time we do the class. Okay? So now let's get to some of the basic words. Now I went over these words last week, but my sound had cut off, so I'm going to just run over it, try to do it quickly, but just so that you can get used to seeing and saying certain words. So hold on. Oh, the screen is clear. Oh, praise the Most High. Thank you. Okay, I got that. Thank you so much. So and you can hear me? Can you hear me clearly? Oh, okay. Thawada, Thawada. Okay, so let me know if there's any, thing goes wrong. You can type for me. Okay, so hold on. Let me change the screen. Hold on. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can get this. Yes. Okay. So this is the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and it's Ah. It's pronounced Ah. And along with it, you can see the symbol, which is like a sideways A. Okay, so that's the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet. And I'm gonna, I did this last week, so I'm gonna try to go a little quicker. The first word that we're gonna go, and I want you to have your pen and paper. You're gonna write these words down because I'm gonna ask you for homework to do a sentence, and I'll at the end of this I'll show you some sentences, so it won't be too hard. But this is Araya, which means lion. Araya, lion. Ahray, Araya. Please write that down. The next word is Azan. Azan, which you can see is ear. Azan, ear. Ahzan, ear. Please write that down. The next letter in the alphabet, the second letter is Ba. Ba. And you see the symbol for Ba is like a number 9, let's say, a kind of square 9. So, write these down. And let me know if I'm going too fast. Okay? And our word for Ba is Bayath. Bayath, which means house. Bayath, house. Bayyath. The second word is Barazal Sawas. Barazal Sawas. And that means, okay, I'm too fast. That means train. I'm sorry. Forgive me, I'll slow down. So did you get the other word? Let me see. Bayath, house. Let me go back so that you can see house. Okay. Bayath. Okay. Now you write that down. And I'm going to try to give you like 2 words each letter. And then I'll give you the words that you're going to write the sentence with. Okay. So Bayath and Barazal Sawas. Barazal Sawas. It means train. Barazal Sawas. And that's a long word. It's pretty hard. But, you know, some of the simpler words in English are hard words in Hebrew. So it kind of makes it a little difficult. But so Baraza Sawas is train. You got that? Okay, I'm moving on. We're going to go. I'm not going to give you all these. So the next letter is Ga. Ga. And you see it's just like a slanted 7. That's the symbol, because eventually we want to learn to write the symbols as well as the word, you know. So that's why I'm giving you both. Okay, so Ga, and that's a 7. That's the symbol. Now I know you probably already have these words and these things, but when you start to write, it goes into your memory bank. So when you speak it, that's why I'm gonna have to fix this so I can hear you guys speak. But I want you to speak it out and also write it so that it'll go into your memory and start to, you know, remember these things. So Ga, and the word for Ga is gamel, and that's easy because it's just like camel. Gamel, gamel, Gamal. You missed the symbol for ah? Okay. Let me go back really fast. Hold on. It's a sideways A. Hold on. See? That's the symbol for ah. It's a sideways A. Okay? Okay, quickly. Okay, so I'm gonna move on. So we was up to Ga. Gamel is the first word. Let's see if there's a second word. Oh, now let me correct this right now, guys. This word is Gabayah. I spelled it wrong on here. I'm sorry, and I hadn't had time to correct it. So it's Gabayana. Gabayah. Gabanaya. I apologize. So, and that's cheese. Gabayana. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next letter, and that is Da. And that's pretty easy. It's like a triangle for Da. Okay, Da. Triangle. Da. Okay, and the word for Da is Dabathaba. Dabathaba, which means phone. Dabathaba. That's Dabarthabar. Dabathaba. Can I use your Dabathaba? We're gonna start speaking in sentences. Okay, so the next word for da is dag. Dag. Dag is fish. D-A-G. Dag. Fish. Okay, dag, fish. So we're gonna go to the next letter. Oh, I really want to give you this one. I have to give you that one because I have the sentence for it. Dalath. 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 Huh? Is that where they got dagan for fish? I don't know. I don't know where that come from, dagan. The fish god? Oh, I don't know. But maybe, yes. Maybe from the Hebrew word, you know? Yeah, you might be right about that. Okay, so the next word is dalath, door. Dalath. Dalath, yeah, because see, everything derives from the Hebrew. You know, once you start learning the Hebrew, you'll see so many, where a lot of things come from. Okay, so we're going to the next word. So that's door, dalath. Ha, that's the next letter of the alphabet. Ha, and that's the symbol. It's like a backwards F with an extra line. Ha. Okay. And I'll move that over. Okay, ha. And the word for ha is halak. Halak. Halak, which means walk. Halak. Halak. Walk. Halak. Okay. Halak. And the next word, if we have one, okay, there's only one word for ha. So we're going to go to the next letter is wa. Wa. And this is the sixth letter of the alphabet, wa. And you see it's like a Y almost, but it's not quite. But this is wa. Wa. And the word for wa is wawa. Wawa, which is hook. Wawa. Hook. That's pretty easy. Wawa. Hook. Wawa. Okay, next letter is za. Za. And that's the regular Z that we know. And that's the symbol. Z is the symbol for za. Za. Okay? Za. Now the next letter is, the next word first word for za is zayath. Zayath. Zayath, which is olive. Zayath. 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 Okay, you got that? Zayath. Okay, and the next letter is the eighth letter is cha. Now you say that from the back of your throat, ha, 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 ha. Like my name, Chaanah, Chaanah. And that looks like a ladder. The symbol looks like a ladder. So it's down, down, across, across. It looks like a ladder. That is the symbol for cha. And the first word is haram. Haram. Nose. Haram. Nose. Haram. Okay, you wrote that down? Haram. Nose. Chaaaram. Haram. Very good. Okay, and let's see, the next word is chama'a. Chama'a or chama. It's butter. Butter. Chama. Chama. Butter. Chaama. Y-A-M-A-A-H. Now, I think I may have it written two ways. One is with the double A on the M, and one is without. So you may see that both ways. But let me just check it in this book. Yeah, it has the M-A-A-H, double A. So I'll just leave it just like that. Chama. Okay, so we had two words for C. Let's go to the next letter is ta. Ta. And the symbol is like a circle with the peace sign or whatever. Maybe that's where they got that from too, you know? Everything, I'm sure, derives from the Hebrew. So that's ta. Ta, and that's the ninth letter of the alphabet for the Hebrew alphabet. And the first word for ta is time. Ta'im. So you always try to pronounce the letter like when you have an I in it. So ta'im, time, ta'im, which means taste, taste, ta'im, taste. Okay? Ta'im, T-A-I-M-M, T-A-I-M, ta'im. Okay? The next letter is Ya. Ya. And the symbol is like a Z, a crooked Z with a line in the middle. That's the symbol for Ya in the Hebrew. Ya. Ya. And the word for Ya that we have is Yalad. Yalad, which means boy. Yalad. Boy. Yalad. Y-A-L-A-D. Yalad. Boy. Okay? And the next word, if we got this down, is Yalad. Yalada. That's for girl. So Yalad, Yalada. Boy and girl. Yalad, Yalada. Girl. Y-A-L-A-D-A-H. Yalada. Okay, next word. Next letter. Yeah, let's go to the next letter. Ka. 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 And the symbol for ka is like a backwards E. A backwards E. Now you'll find in the Hebrew, if you go online in different places, what's boys? Okay, well, boys, you add yum at the end. So it's yalad yum. Yum, plural. It depends on boy or girl. You know, so plural for men. Now it gets very intricate, so I don't really want to go into it yet with plural and things because it depends on if it's male or female. What you'll put at the end. But so we'll just leave it for boys. It's yalad yum, and girls is something different. So you know, but it varies male and female, and then how many. You understand? So that's why Hebrew gets very hard. Like it seems easy at first, and that's why I wanted to like go into the basic, but it gets very hard when you start adding future tense, past tense, you know, present tense, male, female, plural, male, plural, female, plural. It gets very complicated, and there's a lot of rules that you got to remember. So you just kind of want to like stick to the basics and basic sentences as well, and I'll go over that towards the end after we finish the the alphabet. Okay, so this letter is ka, and it's a backwards E. That's the symbol for ka. And you'll find in the Hebrew that there's different people have different variations. For ka, there's a few of them, but there's only maybe like 3 or 4 that you'll find that the Hebrew symbols are slightly different. So just keep that in mind. And when you studying the language, you'll see that some people have the ka different. It's look like a fork. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be turned around upright and with a long stick. So, I just tried to go with the one I felt was more common, and I saw this one a lot. But so don't be alarmed when you see different Hebrew, pictures and things like that, that the words, some of the letters are slightly different. Okay, so the word for ka is kalab. Kalab, dog. Kalab. 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 Okay, next word is kawas. Kawas. It means glass or cup. Glass or cup. Kawas. Now you may find as you searching and learning the Hebrew that there's different variations for. Now you may find that there's a word for glass and it's different. Cup may be kawas and glass may be something else. But for right now, that's what I have for glass and cup. Kawas. Now, as I learn more and I get more information, I may get a word for glass as well, or cup. It may be different. Just so you'll be open-minded if you find other Hebrew words, because we're all learning this right now. So a lot of people are coming up with a lot of different things, a lot of different ways they put words together. It doesn't necessarily mean it's right, So you got to kind of like, you know. But I took the words that I have. I took them from the Hebrew, the brothers who broke down the Hebrews, basically from GOCC and GMS and ISUPK. So I went to their list, and I find most of it was the same. So I kept it to what they had. Okay, so Kawas. So the next letter is La. La, and that is the symbol for La is like a backwards J, and it's slightly slanted as well. So it's La, and that's the symbol. Okay, and the word for La is Laham. Laham. Now I hope you're repeating these words with me so that you can get in the habit. So
Laha.
even though I can't hear you now, eventually we will get to this where we are talking and speaking, because you want to practice, because it's one thing to just be able to type these words and make a sentence and say shalom to somebody or how was your day, but it's another thing to speak it and then understand it when someone speaks it to you. So the only way you kind of get into that rhythm if you you know speak it out to yourself. And if you can get someone else to kind of go back and forth with you, that's the only way you're going to really learn it, through practice. Because, I mean, you can write the Hebrew all day, write sentences, but if you don't speak it and hear it, you'll never grasp it, because you got to get used to hearing the words. So, lacham, laham, bread. Lacham, bread. Okay, next word is lab. Lab, which I use all the time. Heart. Love. Okay, lab for heart. Lab. Okay, and next word letter is ma. Ma, and this is kind of tricky. The symbol is like a W with an extra line going down. Ma. Right? So it's like a W with a line going down. Ma. And the word for ma is marakab. Marakab. Car. Marakab. Car. Marakab. And that's a good way if you just break down the words. If you have a problem with saying the words because you're still learning the alphabet, just break it down. Marakab. Marakab. car. Okay, next word
Don't want you to do.
is mamata. Mamata, bed. Mamata, bed. And again, just break it down. Mamata. Mamatah. Mamata. Okay, next word is na.
Oren, wait, can.
Na.
Wait.
And it's a little different than ma, but it's, slightly similar. So it's just one round and a down.
Oren, please,
One
wait.
loop and go
I'm
down.
writing.
It's like a backwards in a little bit. It's similar. So na, and that's the symbol. And the word for na is nayar. Nayar. Nayar, which means paper. Nayar. Paper. Nayar. Paper. Nayar. Nayar. Okay, and let me see if we have another word. Yeah. Na Guyana. Na Guyana, which means music. Nagayana. I love Nagayana. I love music. Nagayana. 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 So you can practice saying these words so that you can get used to, speaking the
Oh,
Hebrew.
class is
Speak it
finished.
out so that you can get used to hearing yourself saying Nagayana. Okay, the next letter is Sa. Sa. And that's like a T with, two extra lines in it. Sa. Sa. Okay? And the word for sa is sapa. Sapa. Book. Sapa. Book. Sapar. Sapa. Book. Okay, and then, I already did two, right? The next letter is I. Now this gets tricky because the letter I, there's no vowels in the Hebrew, for those of you who know or don't know. And I wanted to take the time to go into the etymology of the Hebrew, just giving a few sentences, but I haven't been able to do that yet. But just to let you know, there's no vowels. I is not considered a vowel. It's only 22 consonants in the Hebrew letters, and I is one of them. But the symbol for I is O. So that's kind of confusing because in English we got the vowels A-E-I-O-U. So when you see this, you kind of got to get confused a little bit. So there's only I, and O is the symbol for I. So if you can kind of remember that, it can easily be. Well, let me see. It can easily be. Oh, sis, what did you do for the second word? Oh, did I do a second word for? I'm sorry. Did I go so fast? I didn't use. Oh, sapar. Oh, okay. I didn't do sorry. I thought I did two already. So sakayan is going to be the second word for sa. Sakayan is knife. Sakayan. I thought I did two already. Forgive me, please. Salakia, which means forgive me. Sakayan, knife. Sakayan, knife. Sakayan. Sakayan. Sakayan, knife. Okay. So now we're going for I, and the word for I is Aitaza. Aitaza, which means tree. Aitaza, tree. See, and I think when you see the pictures, it makes it a little more easier, you know, when you, because we're visual, so it's good when you see we have the list of words, but it does nothing for you when you see words and you kind of break it down and say it to yourself. It may help you a little bit more. So, itaza, tree. Okay, and the next word is itaza, itaza. Ayan, 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 I, Iyan, ayan. Okay, so
What's
you're
she
going to have a lot
doing?
of words. You're going to have like over 20, 30 words or so, but that'll be good. Ayan. So that's two words for I. So I'm going to move
Okay,
on.
bring it.
Pa, the next letter in the Hebrew alphabet. Pa. And it's just almost a backwards P. It's just a round swoop and down for pa. That's the symbol for pa. Pa. And the word for pa is para. Para. Para, which is how. Para. P-A-R-A-H. Para. Half heart, yeah. Yes. Para. Cow. And there's a few other words because, you know, para, then there's cattle, there's calf. So there's different words for each, you know, type of cattle. So, but we'll just keep it simple for now. Para. Next word is palal. Palal. Palal, which means pray.
Wait, let
Palal.
me.
Pray.
I'm trying to do something, Lauren.
Palal. P-A-L-A-L. Palal. Pray. So that's the second word. Let's see if we go to the next letter. Hold on, guys. Tazah. Tazah is the next letter in the alphabet. Tazah. Now the symbol is like M, backwards M. Okay? So you kind of got to remember these symbols. But we're going to really get into these symbols because the point is to read, to write, and to speak the ancient Hebrew. That's the point. Okay, so we're going to really try to get into this, guys. So I hope you stay with me. Okay, tazah. Tazah. And the word for tazah is, oh, I don't have a word for tazah. How can I not? Okay, I'll give you a word. Let me just give you a word. Tazab. T-A-Z-A-B. Tazab is turtle. A turtle is tazab. Okay, you got that? T-A-Z-A-B. Tazab is turtle. So that'll be your word for tazab. I probably just didn't get to add it on my screen on this thing. Okay, so the next letter is qua. Qua, and this symbol is pretty close to the actual letter. It looks a little different, but it's there. Qua, and it's just a circle and the line down, like you're making a person. So qua, okay, and the word for qua is quapa. That'll come in handy for those coffee drinkers. Quapa. Quapa. Q-A-P-A-H. Quapa. Quapa. Okay, next word is quaira. Quaira. And you see how the I is pronounced in there. Quaira. That means plate. Quaira. Plate. Qua'ira. Yes, Qua'ira. Get in the habit of speaking it out. Okay, the next letter is Ra. Ra, which is like a number 4, I guess. Ra. Ra. Okay, and that's the symbol for Ra. And the word for Ra is Ragal. Ragal. Foot. Ragal. Ragal. Ragal.
Lauren, put
Ragal.
it back.
Ragal. Foot. Ragal. And the next word for Ra is Ra'athaba. Ra'athaba. And which is TV. That should come in handy. Ra'athaba. Ra'athaba. And I know Sister Rapar, what she did, she put little stickers around the house of every little thing that she has, so then she can look at it. You can make you little stickies or little sheet, cards that has the Hebrew words. But I would kind of, don't do too much. Like, I know this is a lot of words, but you want to relate a word to the alphabet. So I'm giving you this list now, and then we'll kind of go do a few sentences, not much, and then every week we'll do some sentences. Okay, Ra'athaba TV. Ra'athabah. Ra'athaba. Yeah? Ra'athaba. Okay, so the next letter is Sha. Sha. Sha.
Lauren, put
And
it
this
back,
symbol
please.
is like a W. And it might be kind of slanted when you see it written. I think they kind of tilted a little more than you see it now. But basically, it's a W. And it's Sha.
This was not
Sha.
good.
The word for Sha is
Mommy,
Shalakhan.
this was not
Shalakhan. Table.
It's coming.
Shalakhan. You make sure you use a
goodness.
kha for the ka, because you have to differentiate the kha from the ka, regular ka, ka, and khan. So shalakhan, shalakhan, table, shalakhan, table.
Don't touch the remote.
Okay, shalakhan, Shalachan, shalakhan. And the next word for Sha is shaqual. Shaqual. And you see the Q has another sound. Qua. It's like you would see the QU, but the U, there's no U there. So it's shaqual. Money. Shaqual. Shaqual. Money. SHAQAL. Shaqual. Okay, you got that? Shaqual. One more last word and letter is Tha. Tha. And this is the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet. Tha. Tha. And it's a slanted small T or a cross or whatever, but it's slanted to the side. So Tha. And that's the symbol for Tha. And the word for Tha is Thaba. Thaba. Box. Thaba. 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 Okay? And one more word. Let's see what we got here. Oh, T is for Thayaya. Thayaya is tea. When you're going to have a cup of tea. Thayaya. Now, I also saw another word for tea, and you might want to put this down. It was a shorter version. THAH. Tha. That is all. I saw that someplace else. In case you run across it, people give variations. So just know thayaya is tea. Would you like a cup of thayaya? Tea. Thayaya. Thayaya. Okay, so that is the Hebrew alphabet basically, so that you can, you know, get some, and we have those familiar words. Now, how many words is it about? I'm sure it's close to 40. At least, did you have another word for Shah? I saw sheep. Yeah, it's a third word because I have extra. So I only wanted to give y'all 2 words each. Try to give 2 words each letter. So I didn't want to give y'all too much because it's a lot. But we'll keep doing more because I wanted to go through some sentences so that you can get an idea. Because what I want you to do now, you're gonna have homework. Your homework for next week is each word you're gonna write it 3 times each. What's the other word for tea again? Okay, so it's tayaya and tha. Thah. Tha. Thah. Tha. So that's probably a shorter version. I don't know. You may hear somebody use that, or Okay, so hold on a second, guys. Give me a second, and I want to just give you some sentences and stuff. Is that okay? Now, listen. I want to know. You're gonna have to do some homework. Each word you're gonna write it 3 times each. So that's a lot. But that's going to get you to practicing writing the word and memorizing these words. You will remember them. So if you do each word 3 times each, just write it out, and write next to it 1 time the meaning in English, but write the Hebrew word 3 times. Okay? Or you can write the English word 3 times too, because it'll help you remember what the word is. And I wish that I can get you guys to hand it in. You should. I wish you can save if you know how to save it as a picture form and then email it to me. But okay, let's go further because there's some other things I want to show you guys. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Yeah. So I just wanted to kind of go over some like some of these things I think you may already have, but I'll just check and see. Do you have some greetings? Did y'all ever write down the greetings? I know you may have saw it on the side or this and that, but I want you to start to go over it. This is going to force you to learn some stuff, okay? And now some of the stuff you really probably already know. Wait, hold on. Hold on, give me 1 second, please. I'm going to give you 4 sentences, right? But these sentences is going to enable you to do sentences for the first 10 words. And I'm going to tell you which words you're going to do. So you're going to write the words 3 times each. Okay, yeah, I don't need that. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, so you're going to write your words 3 times each. So you got that. Now, I wanted you to look at some of the greetings, and you may have already went over this stuff, and I think you mainly know most of it, but we're going to run over it just in case, because I think this is something that we should run over every week too, just so you can get that. So can you see the screen? hold on. You see, everybody knows shalom or peace, right? Shalom or peace. Good morning is Tawab Bawakwa. And I think you're pretty familiar with that one. Good morning, Tawab Bawakwa. Good night. Good night is Tawab Layala. Tawab Layala. Good night. Tawab Layala. So I hope you guys are writing this stuff down. Tawab Layala is good night. Thank you, Thawada. Thank you, Thawada. Right? Yes. Hold on. Hold on. Thawada. You're welcome is Ayandaba. Your welcome is Ayandaba. And I heard recently that somebody changed it, and now it's your welcome means something else, but we're not going to get into that. We're just going to leave it as this. Ayandaba. Okay? You're welcome, Ayandaba. And please, Baba Kwasha. Please, Baba Kwasha. And hope you guys are writing this stuff down. Baba Kwasha. Please. Forgive me, Salakia. Forgive me, Salakia. And you notice in Hebrew, when you, like the word forgive is salak, right? And when you add ya on the end of it, it becomes salakia. Forgive me. So that you'll know when you see ya usually on the end of any word, it's usually because they added it in to add, something personal, like forgive me or my book or something like that. What's good? Ma Tawab.
Okay.
What's good? Ma Tawab. What time is it? Ma Payam Wa. What time is it? Ma Payam Wa. Now, when you look on the end of the word Mapayam Wa, you see Wa on the end. Wa has a few meanings. It means and. You can, when you're going to say and, you put Wa or it or is. A lot of time they use those for it. So that's why it's what time is it is just Mapayam Wa, because you use those words. So a lot of the Hebrew words have meanings like can. When you say yes, can, it also means so. So you may see it in the sentence with someone, right? It can mean can or it can mean so. So just keep that in mind that some Hebrew words have more than one meaning. Okay? So mapayam wa is what time is it? How are you? How are you is ayak aitha ata. Ayak aitha ata. How are you? Okay? And everybody knows Kwam Yasha'Allah, rise Israel. Kwam Yasha'Allah, rise Israel. I hope you guys are writing this down. And all glory and praise to AHAYAH Bahashim Yeshaya. That is Kal, Hawad, Wa, Halallah, La AHAYAH Bahashim Yeshaya. All glory and praise to AHAYAH Bahashim Yeshaya. In the Hebrew is Kal, Hawad, Wa, Halallah, La AHAYAH Bahashim Yeshaya. Someone asked the question, sister, the Hebrew letters each have a meaning? Yes, they do. And I didn't want to go into it because it get really long for each word. I saw people try to teach it, and I just really want to stick to the conversational so that we can get on speaking it, because people like to get into the etymology of it, which is good to know, but I just really want to spend the time on learning how to speak the Hebrew, because there's a lot of information out there, that you can kind of look at online and stuff, but I really want us to get in the practice of speaking Hebrew, so that we don't get sidetracked, and you don't get bored and distracted. So let's just kind of keep it to just speaking and learning so that we can apply it when we start to talk. Okay, so maybe I'll do that in a future lesson. Just kind of spend the one whole day and just going over what ba means, what ah means, because they have a lot of little different meanings, you know, and like and why and away and different things like that for each letter. So I could give y'all that, but I'll do that at another time. I just really want to stick to conversation and learning words and apply it. Okay. Okay, so now I wanted to go into let's see where I'm at. I wanted to go into just saying some Hebrew words, and then we're going to get into sentences, and then we'll just close it for today because it's probably long. Okay, so this one is hi brother, what's your name? And you would go shalom. Shalom, I like to use the SHALAM. Shalom ak. Mashamka, that's what's your name. Can you see that? Mashamka, what's your name? That's Mashamka, what's your name? So Shalom ak. Mashamka, what's your name? The answer is, hi brother, my name is David. Shalom ak. Shamya dawada. Shamya dawada. So when you break this down, Sham is name. Sham, Sham, is name in Hebrew. When you add the ka on the end of it, that is your. Shamka is your, because you add the ka. When you add the wa, and forget the h because I think that's just was added incorrectly. When you add the ya on the end, that's my. Okay? So Sham is name, and when you add ka, is your. Shamka. So what's your name? And the answer would be Shamya, my name is Dawada. And they usually, I don't think they had a word for is so much, but I believe they use wa for it and is and an. So just keep that in mind. You may not see it perfectly match the English when you're speaking Hebrew. So just kind of get used to it. And as you get better and you get understanding more, you can learn how to find different replacements for words, but it's not going to match the English to the T. So we kind of just get yourself, in the idea. So again, let's try that again. Shalom ak, ma shamka, and it's hi brother, what's your name? Shalom ak, ma shamka. You guys repeat that out loud for yourself. Shalom ak, ma shamka. What is your name? Is ma shamka. What is your name? Ma Shamka. And the answer you would say, Shalom ak Shamya Dawada, or Shamya Kana. Shamya Kana. And when we get this fixed where I can hear you guys, we will go back and forth and have conversations so that you can get used to hearing it and speaking it out of your mouth. So that way, when somebody walks up to you, go Shalom Akwath Mashimka. You won't be like, what? You have heard it and then you have said it, so that it won't seem so foreign to you. And that's how we got to practice, speaking the language so we can get used to it. Shalom ak, mashamka. Shalom ak, shamya dawada. Okay? Shalom ak, mashamka. What's your name? Shalom ak, shamya dawada. My name is David, or my name is Chaanah. Okay? So I hope you guys write that down, and you got to practice that. Get someone in the house who can speak it and just teach it to them, and so that you can go back and forth. Okay, and the next one is Akwath Ayak Aitha Atha Mayan. Akwath Ayak Aitha Atha Mayan. And he's saying, sister, where are you from? Akwath Ayak Atha Atha Mayan. And that's kind of like a tongue twister. Ayak Atha 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 Atha. And that should have an AH in there with the, because you know with the alphabet it's ah. And that's one thing you'll notice with the Hebrew when you start seeing Hebrew. Some people like will drop out the H and stuff, but it's best if we keep the H in there, just like so that you can see the alphabet in it and you can easily pronounce it. Okay, so Ayak Aitha Atha Mayan is sister, where are you from? Akwath, Ayak Aitha Atha Mayan. Try and say that on your own because it's like a tongue twister.
Akwath, Ayak,
Akwath,
Aita,
Ayak Aitha
Atayan.
Atha Mayan. Yeah? He's asking, sister, where are you from? And she replies, Anya Mayan Yasharala. Anya Mayan Yasharala. I am from Israel. Okay? So practice that on your own. Anya Mayan Yasharala. I am from Israel. Okay, so you guys, you wrote that down? So those are some practice greetings that you can teach someone in your home, and you can start going back and forth just on those 4 sentences. Okay, Mashem Ka, what is your name? Shamya Kana, go back and forth with that one. And the Akwath, Ayak Atha Atha Mayan, where are you from? And Ayah Mayan Yasha'Allah. You practice those 4 greetings, on your own, so that way you can get in the habit of hearing and also speaking it. Okay, so now the last part of this, I just wanted to do sentences. And I want you to write these sentences down because the words that I have you do for homework, eventually you can put those in sentences using the same, these same words. Okay? So you can see this, right? So we learned the word dabathaba, which means phone. We learned this word, yeah? And we're going to add it to a sentence. And the sentence is Yakal Atha Kwara Dabathaba Ya. And that means, can you call my phone? Yakal Atha Kwara Dabathabaya. Dabathabaya. You're adding the ya on the end, which makes it my phone. You see how that is? So you're adding that ya on the end of it, and I put a dash there just so it won't confuse you, that you know I'm added it in. But usually it won't have the dash. So you go Yakal Atha Kwara Dabathabaya. Can you call my phone? I want you to write that down because we will use these words to make other sentences, easy sentences. But as you get to use these things, it'll become easier for you, and then you speak the sentences out. Okay? Yakal ata kwara databaya dabatabaya dabata dabatabaya. Oh gosh, it's a tongue twister, but you got to speak it out so you can get used to it. Yakal ata kwara dabatabaya. Can you call my phone? You got that? You trying to say it? I can't hear you, but I can see that you're speaking. Okay? Yakal can atha you
Yakau,
kwara
Ata,
call the
Kwara,
bathabaya ya
Dabathaba, Ya.
my phone. Can you call my phone? Yakal atha kwara dathaba thabaya. Dabathabaya. Okay? You wrote that down, guys, because I'm going to move to the next one. She said on my phone. So what is M in Hebrew? M, well, the word anya means I or I am.
What's the matter?
Anya, that's AHNYA. It means
Already with too many
I
bananas.
or I am. So when you use it in a sentence, it could be either one.
That's too many
I or
bananas.
I
Put
am.
too many of them.
Why is y'all at
Get
the
strawberry.
end instead of
I'll give you
before?
strawberry. Put
Because
that
you know
banana there.
Hebrew is written from right to left. So the rule is that you add it on the end of the word and it will be my phone. But because we're just learning it, and I explained this before, we're putting it in the we're putting it, we're doing everything from left to right because it makes it easier. Because if you try to learn it from left to right to left now while you're trying to learn these words and do everything, it's just gonna,
Look, you even
confuse you.
finished that banana.
Okay. So you put the
You
ya
finished that
at the
banana.
end, but
And I gave you
usually
some
in
strawberries.
Hebrew it will be at the beginning. Okay. So
Yakal,
next
Ata,
sentence,
Kora,
is this really hard for you guys? I
the
hope not.
Daba, Daba.
But I know it's a lot, but we'll keep going over the words. So the next sentence is Saga ha dalath. Saga ha dalath. The word is door, and Saga is close. Ha the dalath, door. And these are things that you can use in your house every day. Close the door. Saga ha dalath. If you practice it, you can learn. You know the Hebrew, and you can substitute it for the English. If you someone walks in, one of the children walks in, they forget to close the door, you can say Saga ha dalath and explain to them what it is. And kids, you'll be surprised, they pick up things very easily. They'll be speaking Hebrew before you. Okay, so Saga ha dalath. Okay,
Alright.
Saga
Oh,
ha dalath. And two more sentences and we're done. Hold on. The
it's
next sentence
not funny.
is for book. Nathan Awatha Ha Sapa. Give me the book. Nathan Awatha Ha Sapa. Okay, Nathan Awatha Ha Sapa. Give me the book. Nathan Awatha Ha Sapa. Give me the book. Yes, Nathan is give. Awathya is me in Hebrew. Me. Ha is the, and sapar is book. Give me the book. Nathan Awatha Ha Sapa. Okay, you got that? Okay, moving forward. Last sentence. Let's see. Do we have one? Yes. For window. And I don't know if I even got to this word window. But pathak. Pathak ha Khalawan. Pathak ha Khalawan. Pathak ha Khalawan is open the window. Pathak, pathak is open. Ha, the, and Khalawan, window. Pathak ha Lawan. Okay. Yeah, now see, Aitha, I don't understand. Let me go back. You said Nathan Awatha ha Aitha. Give me the tea. Yeah? Wait. Give me the tea, huh? You want to drink some tea? Praise a higher. Khan. Okay, so now you got your four sentences, right? Patak ha kala. One. is open the window. So you got four sentences. You got a lot of stuff, right, to practice for the next week. So you got the words to write three times each. You have some greetings, which you basically already knew most of the greetings, and then you got four sentences. And first you kind of get these sentences down, and then we'll alternate with the different words that we learn and with these same sentences. Okay. So I praise the Most High, and I hope it wasn't too hard or too much too soon. But I kind of think we've been kind of going back and forth with these words for a while, so it's kind of making it forcing you to kind of do more. So that's what I was trying to do. Like put the words into sentences, kind of make you force you to use the words more, just in kind of just going over the words. You need to do some sentences. And so it's important to speak the sentences out. Try to find someone that you can kind of interact with, and that's how you're going to learn the Hebrew, by doing it that way. Okay, so I won't hold you up anymore. I know this has probably been long enough. Bless you, and I thank you so much for joining me. I say all glory and praise to AHAYAH, Bahashim Yeshaya, Wakwadash for Wak. Thank you, and I hope to see you guys next week. Okay, same time, Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, shalom, sister. I love you. Thank you for joining me. Okay, okay. Ayandaba and Barakata. Bless you, Barakata. Okay. Oh, how'd you do that? Oh, that is so cool. Okay. Okay. Shalom, everybody. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom, sis.